Swolebenji is easily the most hated Albion Online content creator ever. Mention him in Reddit or YouTube comments will instantly summon a wave of hate. It got to the point where people are making unironical guides on how not to see a Swolebenji video. But you would never guess that as a new Albion player. Because despite much of his videos averaging negative ratings and sporting a comment section full of vitriol, his channel against all odds grew massively over the years. I venture to guess most of the people hating on him today do not even know why. Benji's story begins in the same game where legends like the guy that shoved a TV remote up his butt or yours truly began their careers, World of Warcraft. Most specifically, World of Warcraft Classic, and he quickly began to score decent views during the classic gold rush of 2019. It might be hard to believe now as World of Warcraft is one of the most fiercely competitive niches in gaming today, but there was a brief period when the hype for the game was at an all-time high that even the low-effort top 10 clickbait was good enough to get a career on YouTube. Swolebenji took advantage of this.
Hey, what's up? It's Swolebenji, and I have a special video for you today. Damn it.
Eventually, after the gold rush dried up, he started trying other games like Foxhole, Lost Ark, but Albion Online became his bread and butter. He built a name for himself dropping an hour-long guide after an hour-long guide. They were rather crude for modern YouTube, yes, but with a habit-forming daily upload schedule, he grew a fairly decent audience, which is the first thing that got him hate. His low-effort, quantity-over-quality strategy. In a busy day, Benji can make up to 9 videos, which for many other creators it might actually work okay, it might even be the optimal choice, but not in this case. It stands to reason that if you upload a video every day they cannot be too good. I mean, at the end of the day making these videos takes a long time. Even with bare minimum editing, bordering on zero editing period in this case, you just do not have the material to have an interesting topic to talk about every day. Then again, many YouTubers get away with this because it's incredible frankly how much you can carry this type of channel just by being a likable dude. For reasons you will see later in this video, this was not the case at all. Since Benji couldn't rely on his personality to market his videos, he found a different way to push his content. Deception. I know it is ironic from the guy that gives you the ultimate mega super best farm 2023 every video, but that is not actually what I mean by deception. How do you come up with a new good trick or a new farm every day for years without running out of ideas? You just take a farm that you know is bad, then you say it is awesome anyway, you make a 20-minute video demonstrating it and just misrepresent the results or even outright lie. One of the things that got Swolebenji the most criticism in this regard is his insistence of counting fame credit as normal fame. This is how you can see him say that he gets 3 million fame in an hour just killing random mobs in the yellow zone or whatever other method that he makes up that day. I will not bore you with the boring math, okay, but fame credits are not the same as normal fame because when you kill a mob you get the same amount of fame for every item that you're wearing, but combat fame can only level up one item at once, so it is way less. Regardless, it is very unlikely that someone who has been playing the game for as long as Benji doesn't know this, so people understandably think that he's intentionally faking his numbers to get clicks. Another controversial feature about Benji's content is his strange takes on how the game should be played. For example, he sustains that avoiding PvP zones and focusing on the yellow zone despite it having significantly worse rewards is the way to go. This one in particular is not entirely deserved. At the end of the day, Albion Online is a sandbox where you write your own story, yada yada yada, however you wanna play, whatever you've seen the commercial. One particularly interesting one is him refusing to engage in any group content. And he doesn't mean in Albion Online, by the way, he means any game, period. I have criticized Albion's guild system in the past and I am not a big fan of the way guilds are designed myself. That is not Swolebenji's grievance though. He states that he can just not be bothered to watch his language and try to be mindful of the rules of any social guild.
Yeah, that guild's for knee benders. I mean it from experience, not some autismal schizoid idea I got randomly. So what I'm saying is, if you're in a guild with any of these kind of rules that stifle freedom of speech and has just a whole mishmash of freaking people and degenerates, what I'm saying is, what happened to me will eventually happen to you. Unless you're normie enough, that is, and you enjoy the normie guild lifestyle.
Up yours, woke
Guild Masters.
We'll see who cancels who.
This is a perfect example of the trait that gets him by far the most flack on the internet. The unnecessary, entirely unrelated to the game, political takes. Listen brother, I am not gonna catch on fire because a white Albion YouTuber tells me that he likes saying the dreaded N-word. I am not even gonna rage at somebody saying that banks are a conspiracy to destroy the free market or whatever. As a matter of fact, my only concern is, why is it in an Albion Online tutorial? Not only it's a transparent waste of the viewer's time, as most people presumably click on the tutorial to learn how to play the game, it is just plain stupid. By default, you're gonna get all the people that are on the left side of the aisle against you because they do not agree with you. And I don't know if you ever heard this, homie, but Reddit is full of those people. But even worse, the unnecessary nature of these comments and the whole portraying yourself as a mega-based red pill boy is something that even people on his side of the aisle would find cringy. The divisive nature of his persona is the main reason why, despite him being a pretty big name in the Albion community, none of his colleagues want to collaborate with him.
They're a massive clique, and the way their clique works is they all talk amongst each other in a private little Discord, and they all work with each other doing collabs and little get-togethers in their streams and their videos. And the way it works is, if you're on the bad boy list, aka me, if you're not liked by Reddit, if you've got some sort of interesting past that could cost them a sponsorship or possibly, you know, ad buckaroonies, then they don't include you.
Although I suspect there is more to it, mainly because in an interview with King Mojo, he stated that he has multiple spy accounts in Discords, just in case one of the YouTubers makes fun of him behind his back.
Also, I had a large amount of alt Discord accounts just planted in every single YouTuber server that I could. And there was only like 3 people that were positive about me in the entire time.
Hell, I even experienced this one myself. I was streaming on Twitch to 6 viewers, and a random guy in my chat, that happened to be him later on I figured out, asked me what were my thoughts on Swolebenji. I made a joke about him being a Yellow Zone warrior, you know, and I kept going with my game, didn't care too much. 3 minutes later, I get stream sniped by the man himself wearing 8.3 in the Yellow Zone, which ironically proved my point. At first I thought it was funny, like a bit of banter, you know, making a funny clip for the viewers, cool shoutout for a small streamer, but then he leaves this comment on the clip. So I am not entirely convinced now that it was a funny video game trolling anymore, which ironically is the last thing that gets him hate. His trolling videos. Ever since the start of his channel in World of Warcraft, Benji made guides on how to grief and annoy people in video games, sometimes to the point that he got banned off games and forums just by making those videos. In Lost Ark in particular, he griefed so many people for videos that you can still see a wave of hate coming to him every time you say his name in their subreddit. At the end of the day, does Swolebenji really deserve all this hate? Putting it all together, no. I know, I didn't believe it either, bro. But for real, his biggest sin is posting video game cringe. His army of haters for somebody doing just that is way out of whack. And sadly, I do not see it ending anytime soon. Benji is making Diablo 4 videos right now, capitalizing on the same hype and jumping from game to game like a hermit crab. But eventually he will always return to Albion Online, as a new game gets more established content creators and the competition becomes simply too good. So whether you like it or not, he's here to stay. Alright brothers, we're gonna roll the giveaway of 7.1 million silver worth of cash and items from the previous video. And the winner is... Tongue for Stick. I want a big Mexican catfish for my birthday because it is cool. Congratulations, man. Drop a comment in the video with your in-game username and we're gonna get it sorted out as soon as possible. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you people to say that in the previous giveaway, okay? That's my first giveaway. Anyway, we are now streaming on this channel, so join the Discord to do group farms with the boys, and thank you for watching.